Can you
Uh,
please, give me the control quickly?
so how to do that?
Okay, please share your screen first. I think it's not shared, so you'll have to share your screen first. Then I'll ask you for the control, then you'll get a prompt. Okay, so you should get a pop-up now. Then you'll have to click on yes. Okay, now I
Yes.
think I have the access to your terminal. I'm typing something. Is it getting typed? Can you please tell me? I think there is some network latency.
No, that was a network issue, but this thing wasn't selected. It was getting written somewhere in uh, some other app.
I think still, I think you have some network issue. That's why, because I'm trying to type something out here, I think it's not working.
So actually, you were able to move the cursor earlier.
Okay. So I'll give you the command once again. Pick it from Zoom chat. And npm space small I express
Hmm.
space body hyphen parser space hyphen hyphen save. I've given the command again in the Zoom chat. You can pick it up from there.
Copied this, and now I'm.
So Sudhanshu, did you have any luck?
So I'm pasting this. No, sir, same error this time.
Same error is coming. Okay, so can you do this one thing? Can you just press Windows R, then run CMD again, or you can run command prompt as admin and navigate to that directory instead of using PowerShell. Use command prompt, navigate to that directory, then try the same command and see if that works. So Sudhanshu, can you please share your screen so that we can also know that what exactly
It
is
is
happening?
installing.
It is installing
Uh,
now. Okay. Can you please share your screen so that we can quickly speed you up as well? Or are you done with writing the code? Okay,
no,
it's
sir,
installing.
not
Amazing.
yet.
So I'll share my screen again. Please, get done with the code first so that everyone else can also move on to the next phase and we can do it together. So, okay. So I've opened app.js. I've opened index.ejs for you. Okay, app.js, it's here. So please finish both these. So if you want, you can leave that font link. Line number 4, 5, and 6, you can leave that link because that is just a font that we copied from Google font repository.
Hmm.
Sudhanshu, let me know if you're done with the
Yes,
code.
sir. Hmm.
Sir,
Yes, who is it?
so what is the use of package log.json?
Okay, so whenever you're installing the dependency, a file is created, the package log JSON. So whatever dependencies you're creating, the code being compiled and all that history, that cursor is being maintained in the package-log.json. So let's say that I want to move this code base to a different environment, and I want to install all the packages from a fresh perspective. So what I'll have to do is that I'll have to remove package-log.json, and then I can just simply do an npmi, and I can run this application in some different environment.
Is there any difference between package-log.json and package.json?
Yes, actually, there are a few differences. So package log.json contains a lot of things, a lot of information. When this libraries, when you're actually doing npmi, so these libraries have other associated informations. So these informations are also accommodated in the package-log.json. So let's say you're installing version 1.16 of some package. Then after a few, after a few days, version 1.18 is being released. So when you have this package-log.json, your code exactly knows that what has to be run. When you remove this package-log.json and you do an npmi, it will get out the new packages. So because a node library or a javascript library is dependent on various other libraries as well, so all this information is maintained in the package-log.json. So if you open it, you can see a lot of things in here.
Okay, sir.
So Sudhanshu, can you please share your update, like till what portion were you able to complete?
So I've completed app.js,
Okay,
almost completed. I mean,
okay, amazing.
Sir, will you share the code at the end?
Yes, so we'll be sharing the code.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So Sudhanshu, can you please update if you're done?
Yes, almost done.
Almost done. Okay.
Done, sir.
Amazing, Sudhanshu. So, guys, now we'll move to the next portion, which is running our application and see what we are getting till this point. So what I'll do is that uh, npm npm I node1 space hyphen hyphen save. So I'll do an npm I node1 hyphen hyphen save. As I said before, also node1 is a process manager, and I'll do it with a hyphen g flag. Or so I already have node1 installed. So what I'll do is that I'll go node1 app.js, and I can see that the application is running on port 3000. So what I'll do is that I'll go to the browser again, then I'll type localhost 3000. Okay, cannot find module EJS. Okay, I think uh, probably yes. Aparajita, you were right. We'll have to install EJS as well. So I'll do npm I EJS hyphen hyphen save.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think I'm in the wrong terminal, or is it right? Okay, it was the right one. I think I should close this. Again, I'll do nodemon app.js. So guys, please install EJS as well. So for that, use npm space I space EJS space hyphen save. Then run your application, go to localhost 3000, see what happens. Okay, now we see that a page is being rendered with a form with an input field that says add your tasks. So yes, we are here. So we will be moving to the next portion, which is rendering all the data that we are adding. So we'll come to our index.ejs and we'll start writing the next portion of the code. So now we'll render whatever data we are entering here. So for this, I'll create an h2 tag. I'll close it. I'll call this my task list. Then I'll do an angular bracket percentage angular bracket percentage. So this is the EJS syntax. So it starts with an angular bracket, then you'll have to give in percentage, angular bracket and percentage, and between this you can actually write JavaScript. So what I'll do is that I'll write a for loop for where I equals to 0, I will be less than task dot length. So we had already created the task array back in our app.js. I'll do I++. Then again, I'll close it up. So in this loop, what we'll do is that we'll create a listed tag. Inside the list tag, we'll create one more input field that will be a checkbox. Input type, we'll set it to checkbox. We'll give it as name check. The value will be the task. And this again will have to wrap inside of EJS. So I'll do angular bracket percentage, angular bracket percentage equals then equals and equals, don't square here, angular bracket percentage equals task. Okay, then we are done here. Then we will render this out. Same thing. What I'll do is that I'll just copy and paste this up here as well. Okay, so we have this in place. Now let's see what happens when I go back to the browser. Okay, I think I made some mistake. Okay, what does the log say? Unexpected token. So probably we might have added semicolon in some place where we shouldn't have. Where I equals to 0. I task dot length.
All
I
bracket.
plus. Okay, I think I missed out on bracket. Yes, Aparajita, you're right. I missed out in bracket here. I think this was the issue. Now what I'll do is that, okay, missing cache. Okay, I think there's something else as well. Okay, I missed another nasty thing here, which was this. Now it should work. Okay, now we see that something is being rendered, still not the right value. Okay, so we'll come back again to app.js. And we'll see if we have defined tasks is defined here. We had defined task as finish homework and buy groceries. And we have tried calling task in here, which didn't work out. Okay, task I. Okay, so we'll move to the next portion. Over there, we'll write another API, which will be to delete the tasks. So for this, I'll do API route. App.post again. Task delete, then I'll create an arrow function again, request, comma response. Then I'll initialize a variable finished task. I'll get request.body.check from here. Then I'll check the type of finished task. And if it's equal to string, I'll push it to the completed array. One more thing we need to do is that we need to see if this task was already in the array or not, or if it already exists in the array, we need to remove it. So for this, I'll use task.splice. Then I'll take task.index of finished task. One. Okay. Then I'll have an else if block, and I'll see if the task is an object, if the type of the task, a finished task, is object. Finished task equal to object. Then I'll run a loop over here. I will be less than finished tasks length, finished task dot length. Then I'll push it to the completed array. Then again, I'll have to splice if this task is already added. The only difference will be I'll have to define in which position it has to splice. Okay.
So,
Yes, Aparajita?
so what is the use of splice function?
So the splice function basically allows you to remove something from an array. So let's say you have a set of arrays and you want to remove something from that array. So there is where the splice function comes into action. So that's why we use a splice function. Now we took the index, the task object, we took the index of the finished task, and then we passed it to the splice object and we told from which position it has to splice it. So that's there.
Okay, sir.
So yes, Aparajita.
So what is the difference between angle bracket percentage and angle bracket percentage equal to?
So angle bracket percentage equal to, we have to give when we are rendering the variable. So when we are defining JavaScript block, then we have to use angular bracket percentage, and when we are rendering the value from the variables that we have already defined, then we use angular bracket percentage equal to.
Okay, sir.
So guys, I hope you have completed till this part where we have written the API endpoint for the task deletion.
Yes, sir.
Can I have confirmation from others as well? Guys, please raise your hand in the participant list so that I can know that you guys are done with this. Okay, I see that Anu is done. Aparajita is done. Ashish is done. Ahan is done. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for everyone else to catch up and reach to this point. Then we'll move on to the next phase.
session. He's back. He's back.
Hey guys, I was facing some network issue. Just give me a second.
Abhishek, how was the session going on?
It's still not over, so we are just waiting for everyone to reach out to the point that I have already. As soon as everyone is done with that part, we'll move on to the next phase.
Hello. Hello. Hello, students.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
He is facing some technical issue regarding his monitor. Now, please be patient for a few minutes. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Hey guys, I'm extremely sorry. I had some technical challenges, which is resolved now. So I'll get back to sharing my screen. So guys, I hope you were able to complete the code. So I'll share my screen back again so that you guys, if you have not done it as of now, you can just quickly copy it.
Sir, can you zoom in a little bit?
Okay, I'll zoom in. Is it better now?
Scroll down a little. Scroll down.
Okay.
Mm. Hello, sir.
Yes, who is this?
Sir, sir, I was writing app.js that last lines. Sir,
Okay. I've opened up app.js for you.
last lines.
Okay, I'll come again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, you guys are done till here. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
we'll move on to the next portion. One second. Okay, I'm here. So in this delete API that we wrote, we are not returning any response actually, if you see. So we'll have to go and add response.redirect, and we'll be forwarding this to request to the root directory. After this, in index.ejs as well, we saw that we have created a style sheet. We have given the reference to a style sheet, but that style sheet also we have not created. So now we'll go and create that style sheet, because that is a place where all our CSS styling will be. So I'll go to the public directory. I'll create styles.css. I see that there are two public directories which got created. So I'll move style dots. Okay, I'll delete this directory first. Okay, inside the public directory styles.css. Then we'll start writing the styles.css. So for the root, I want to have a font family. So Roboto font we had already taken. So I'll do Roboto. Then with Roboto, I'll take sans serif. Sans serif. Font weight, let's keep it as bold. Then coming to the body, background. Let's give this background color. Let's give this margin top of 25 pixels. Okay, so now let's go to our browser and see how this is looking. Okay, looks a bit better. So now we'll go to the index.ejs and we'll write the next portion. So after this loop ends, I want to maximize this file and want to close the rest of the files. Coming to this block, I'll create a button. I'll call this task done. So this will be calling the API task delete, the API that we just wrote. I'll give it the type submit. I'll give it an ID of top. Then done. Okay. Then we'll close this form. We'll come down. Then we'll create a section for our finished tasks. I'll format the code because I think it's been a while since I've formatted it. So inside the finished task div, I'll add another heading, finished tasks. Then I'll run another loop to show the finished tasks. So I'll do the ECMAScript EJS syntax and I'll write a loop in here for where I equals to 0. Then I will be less than, this time we'll be taking the completed dot length. then I++. Again, I missed out the curly braces here. I'll give the curly brace here. Then I'll end the syntax again, percentage, curly brace ends here. Then I'll create a listed tag here. Inside the listed tag, I'll have a checkbox, input type equals to checkbox, checked. Then over here, I'll render the variable completed. Again, I'll format my code. So guys, I want you to complete this portion as well, where we have written the block for the task delete API and the finished tasks section. So one slight mistake I observe in my code, it's that I've missed out on percentage here. So guys, I've shared my screen so you can see the code base here. I think we just fixed this. Could not find a close tag. Close this and run the server again. So guys, please let me know once you are done. Parajita, Sudhanshu, and other people. Guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, please share the style.cs file also.
Okay, one second. I'm facing some difficulties with my new monitor, so please forgive me if I'm being a bit slow. Okay. So after this, we'll do a bit more styling. So is anyone done?
Yes, sir.
If yes, you guys can again show, click on raise hand so that I can see from the participant list here that Anu is done, I think, Mayo is done, and Aparajita is done, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sudhanshu, are you done?
Doing it on last few lines.
Okay. So apart from that, I can see a lot of other people, Aman, Gaurav, Himanshu. So guys, and Raj. So are you guys done as well? Okay, no response from them. So guys, one slight fix I did on line number 23, I noticed that I missed the closing of the input tag. So this was added. So if you guys are missing this as well, please add this. Sudhanshu, Aparajita, Anu, are you guys done? Shall we move on to the next phase?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, now I want you to, are you getting any error or anything like that in your log, application log in the terminal? Or you can see that good old app running on port 3000.
No errors.
Okay, so now I want you to navigate to your browser. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3, we'll hit a refresh and we'll see if all the tasks are appearing properly or not. So now we'll go to add your task. I'll add a new task. Do a webinar on Node.js. I'll click on the plus button. Oh, my task got added. So now I want to move it to the finished tasks. I'll mark it as done. Again, it's done. So are you guys getting the same output? I'd really love, if you guys can share your screen as well and show me what are you getting on your end. So let's start with Aparajita.
I have coding in different laptop.
Okay, so Sudhanshu, probably you can share your screen and show us. Or Mayo, I think you were also done.
Sir,
Or
I have logged in with my cell phone actually, and I'm coding in my laptop, sir. It's not connected to Zoom, sir.
okay, so
Really
I
sorry,
think
sir.
then we can have Anu sharing her screen. Okay, so Sudhanshu, if you are done, can you please share your screen?
Sir, I have written something wrong, I think.
Okay,
I'm fixing that.
probably we can
I'm
debug it
fixing that.
out. So can you please share your screen? At least we should have, one person showing us how it's looking on the system. So if you can share your screen, probably we can debug your code and, get it running.
Sir, there was some error in for loop. I found that. I'm fixing that.
Okay. So by the time Sudhanshu is done, I'll show you guys how you can access this APIs through Postman also. So I have got my Postman here. 1 second, I think my screen is not shared. Except to... So inside of the Postman, I've given the URL for our API, which was task add. I'll go to the post, then I'll come to body, then I'll select X www form URL encoded. Then I'll give the same name that we had in our form and I'll call it hello world. Then I'll hit this API. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got some HTML. Let's click on preview. Okay, we saw that our hello world request got posted through Postman also. So we can use this both as a REST API So Sudhanshu, are you done?
Sir, what is REST API?
So REST stands for representational state transfer. So basically, when you're writing web servers, so you write API endpoints. So you'll have an API endpoint. Let's say in our case, we had two API endpoints. One was for adding the to-do list, and one was for deleting the to-do list. For applications at a larger scale, let's say Facebook. So Facebook have an API for a login. So as there is something known as OAuth as well. So when you're using, let's say when you're playing Candy Crush or some game, you have this login with Facebook, right? So for that, what you do is that you are actually providing your credentials to Facebook, and Facebook is authorizing that request, and everything happens through REST. So basically, the game application, it's hitting the OAuth server of Facebook, and OAuth server is authorizing the request, and it's sending the value.
Okay, sir.
Sudhanshu, are you done?
So that was I fixed that mistake, but something else
Okay,
is
can you please
suffering.
share your screen so that we can debug it
Okay,
quickly?
I erased a lot and I'm rewriting actually.
Okay, so in this case, so guys, we'll move on to the next session without delaying things further.
Okay, sir.
Share my screen and we'll get to the next phase. So no worries if you guys were not able to reach until this point. So what I'll do is that I'll come to the okay. So what I've done is that I have so you could not finish in time, no worries. So you can find the complete code base on my GitHub. I'll share the URL again on the Zoom chat. So what you can do is that you can simply do a Jet clone if you have Jet, or you can click on this URL. You can download the package as a zip. So you can download the package as a zip, then you can cd inside the directory. You can do an npmi, then nodemon app.js. So Sudhanshu, can you please try that?
Cloning that repository.
Yes, you can. If you have Jet, you can clone this repository. If you don't have
Yes,
Jet,
sir, I can.
okay. So please clone this repository.
Uh, where is the link, sir, in the chat
It's in the Zoom
box?
chat.
Mm, cloning it. I'm cloning it. I mean, it should be.
So Sudhanshu, you cloned the repository, right? Go inside the directory and do an npm install, and then nodemon app.js.
Mm, wait, so I'm cloning it. Still,
Or if anyone else is also willing to do this, they can also try this as well if you guys have installed Node.js.
Wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Students. How,
Yes, sir.
how you like the session? How you like the session?
Amazing.
Aman? हाँ अपराजिता बोलो.
Amazing, sir.
Amazing. Enjoyed na?
Yes, sir.
So there is still some portion.
Lots.
We'll cover that quick.
Sir.
So we are just trying to get things done on Sudhanshu's laptop. Sudhanshu, can you please confirm if you were able to jet clone this repository and
Himanshu,
Yes,
Gaurav,
I was doing it.
Raj.
I was doing that using VS Code, but now I'm doing it with
हाँ,
Git desktop.
command prompt?
VS Code wasn't working.
Actually, I want to conclude this session because it has taken a bit a long time, and we will try to catch Abhishek in the next Saturday or Sunday sort of thing, so that any doubts that you have in your mind and anything that you have a difficulty, you can ask with them. In the meanwhile, you can ask with me also. You can discuss with me also. I will be available round the clock. Abhishek will not be available. He will be there on Saturday or Sunday. I will talk with him and said that whether he can spare 1 hour more for any other day, because today I think that it's almost 3 hours. And
Yes.
and thanks, first of all, thanks for all the students for their patience, and thanks to Abhishek to have patiently conducted this seminar, this webinar in such a good manner. I personally has been watching this webinar for I think that 1 hour, and in between 1 hour I have not felt a single time bored. Means the entire session was from my side. It was a very good and informative session, so that you can catch it. Now the problem is that some of you would find that the thing that was being delivered by Mr. Abhishek was very difficult for you all. It's not that, it's not difficult. The thing is that you are not trained accordingly, and therefore actually the purpose of the session is that so that you could have a curiosity about knowing this language, curiosity about working on this language. And we will arrange this sort of free webinars, free seminars by different persons of the industry, so that you could get an idea about what are the latest technologies that are being used. Okay? At end, I actually want to congratulate Mr. Abhishek for conducting such a nice webinar. And one more thing I want to share. I actually want to share that Abhishek used to be my student, and I am very proud of the type of presentation Abhishek has given to you all, and the quality of matter that is being shared by Mr. Abhishek. So Abhishek, once again congratulations from my side for 100% quality work presented by you. And all the students, please, if you want, then I can talk with Abhishek and can have free, not paid. We are not doing this webinar or seminar to have marketing sort of thing, huh? The clear thing, it's not any promotional activity. So we will not touch you to join our course. है ना? We are not doing any type of promotional activity. If anyone has a doubt and if you want that I should arrange this type of free webinar on next Saturday or Sunday, that is being talked with him, then I will try to conduct a one with Abhishek so that you could get a more benefit from this. Okay? Any problem?
No, sir.
है ना?
No, sir.
So I hereby conclude this program and wish.
So I'd like to take 2 more minutes
Yes,
to
yes,
just
yes, yes.
reach out to the
Sir,
conclusion.
I have cloned that repository.
Okay. So Sudhanshu, who cloned this repository, Aman or Sudhanshu?
Sir, I'm Sudhanshu.
Okay, Sudhanshu.
I've done.
So Sudhanshu, will get back to you. So first, you know, since we are short on time and we are already late, so let me conclude this session. So there was one more section that I skipped, which was, you know, deploying the application through ngrok. So we'll come to that at some other webinar. So I hope that all of you guys had an amazing time. And if you have any questions, you know, I just love out listening to people sharing their feedback and their whatever questions they have. I love resolving the queries. So you can, you know, freely reach out to me on my Instagram, LinkedIn, or GitHub. So these are the links. I'll put these links on the Zoom chat as well. So thank you guys for sticking on to this webinar. I hope you guys had a great time. So yes, and thanks to Subhi sir for giving me this opportunity to conduct this webinar with such amazing talents. I really had a wonderful time. I hope that you guys as well had some amazing time with me.
Hi, Abhishek. I had a great time. I'm looking forward to the next talk. When is the next talk?
Okay, and so I'll share the date with you. And so guys, we have Ahan over here. So Ahan, I'd like to share something about Ahan. So I have been personally mentoring Ahan, and Ahan is one of the youngest developers who have been working on enterprise level projects. So Ahan personally has developed 4 applications that he did in a period of 1 week, which many developers out there, they fail to complete even with a time span given of 1 month or 2 months. So thank you, Ahan, for joining, showing your curiosity and joining this webinar.
Okay,
So
thank you,
really
Abhishek.
glad to have you.
And all of what you said wouldn't have been possible without you.
Thank you so much. I'm really flattered. So yes, over to Subhi sir now.
So I am concluding this webinar and hope we will, this is not the end. This is the starting of the series of webinars that our team want to do and want to have. So wait for the next week. We will get back to you for the new seminar topic and the discussion on this seminar also. Okay, bye bye. Thank you and best of luck. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys, for your time. Good night. And if you have any questions, again, I have posted my social links on the Zoom chat. You can just go in there and you can reach out to me. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing day. Good night. Take care. Bye.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Good night, sir.
Bye. Good night.